Sup fellow canines, I'm the abrupt canine. Being rich is something I don't understand. And I don't think I ever will, frankly, understand what it means to be rich. And to be honest, nor do I want to understand how it would be rich. But, you know, sometimes, just sometimes, we like to take a look at the potential of what rich people can bestow upon themselves with the money that they have. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing with this video, because as you can see here, I have a whole website dedicated to luxury homes. And that's what we're going to be doing today for this video. We're going to be browsing through some luxury homes and looking at things we just can't afford, I guess. So that's what we'll do today. Right. We are starting off so massive with this one. What on earth is this? For $68 million, or, well, for pounds, I guess that's about 49 million? I don't know money statistics. This is like a party that spies would go to like investigate supervillains or whatever. This is mad. Then you've got these hallways which just look like, do you know what? They kind of look like a more albino version of those corridors from that Doctor Who episode where they ran from a werewolf. They've got that kind of vibe going for them. And also, is there a limit to how many vases one could want in a room? Is that a bush being contained in freaking glass? You have a bar. I'm guessing that's a bar. I can't actually tell from that angle. It doesn't look like a kitchen, but yet there are. Is that a dining room? Because those chairs are not fit for feasting. Those are awful chairs. You've got more vases. This is probably the most normal looking of the rooms so far. This is probably the most normal looking one. Look at that, just a generic fireplace, unlit. I mean, that flower basket is a little out there, but apart from that, everything else looks pretty normal here. See, now this looks more like a dining room. I don't know what the point of that area was. Was there meant to be a drinks room? We've also got a telly as well for when you want to watch Doctor Who or something. I don't know what rich people watch. Okay, all things considered, that wasn't technically that bad of a start. You know, I mean, it was pretty over the top. I mean, I don't know who in their right mind would wish to live in that sort of place that's completely isolated from the world. That's just, the location is just begging for something bad to happen. No, I would not want to live there at all. Is that a whole industrial factory? Wait a minute. And it's cheaper than the one in the middle of the countryside, in the middle of nowhere? Is this it? Are you owning an entire factory? Is that on the factory? It's unclear. It actually is unclear, but who would this is not worth 40 million. I mean, maybe it is from the inside, but yeah, what a lovely view. And on today's episode of I ordered too many chairs for one room. This is ridiculous. And what's that one in the middle there? That yellowy chair. It's a very interesting design. Can we get a better look at that? Yeah, yes we can. Yeah, that is the chair of an evil mastermind. This is where he conducts all of his dark meetings about world domination, all from the comforts of his molten rock table. This is wild. I will say the garden outside looks pretty nice. And then you got the stairway with a random briefcase at the top of the... What? Why is there a random briefcase at the top of that? Is that for decoration? Can Mr. Morris, who lives here, who take that to work? Does that come with the house? Oh my god. What is that? What is that? Is that a shoe rack? Oh, and this is where the magic happens. Right here. Right here. Having your nice little deck barbecues. I assume these are like cooking stoves or whatever. You would maybe open up those wooden lids. Pretty sure some family members of mine have had things like that at some periods, whenever I've gone to parties. What is that? Why do you have the gum line and mouth part of a whale as an art design? That literally looks like part of the mouth of a whale. Of course, you've got the substandard work office with a very snazzy painting. and another part of the outside, with chairs that are 100% guaranteed to give anybody over the age of 50 back problems. And you got the bathroom. Do you know what? The first property we looked at, I don't even think they had pictures of the bathroom, so this is actually quite nice. Apart from the whole thing of like, actually no, that's not so bad. Actually, I wouldn't mind taking a bath in that. Who's gonna look up? Who's gonna reach there apart from the window cleaner? Which would be a pretty awkward exchange. Hey Margaret, sorry, just bringing out the shine. And another kitchen, I'm presuming, and a towel or a handkerchief case that looks like a piece of cake. The fact that that looks like a piece of cake is depressing to me because, you know, I really want some cake. I would say definitely a much more better place than the prior place. But still pretty weird in places. But then again, these are luxury homes. And also the fact that it's on a factory, presumably. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But the fact that you've got a view of the harbour, not the most glamorous of views. And also, as well, just in general, it kind of makes sense why this is worth less than that other home. That's in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this one's immediately caught my attention. Just from that vase alone. What on earth? That's so weird and uncanny. Why would you want that in the middle of? The lucky cat's cute though. But why would you want that? That's good. Like, that's a yes, and then that's a no. It's like two sides of a coin. Okay, pretty clean looking bathroom. Of course, got to always, with these rich places, have pointless flowers in the corner or in the middle of places. Because, you know, rich people love those. They love their pointless flowers placed in places. What? Why do these luxury places? I notice this quite a lot. Why do these luxury places think that putting plants in the middle of a bathroom or somewhere involving hygiene makes it look appealing? It doesn't. You know what? Pretty nice bedroom. I'm guessing that's the closet. The closet is probably capable of housing an entirely other guest if you really wanted to. And I'm guessing that bit at the side there is the entrance to that bathroom. You got the flowers in the middle. I think those were the flowers at the end of that hallway. So what is this? Is this just a weird hallway maze labyrinth complex? Pricing at 38 million, by the way, $38 million, and a very, very trippy mirror, with of course a fancy crystal chandelier. In presumably a dining room with a elephant that looks straight out of Lord of the Rings. Once again, we are joining you for another episode of Too Many Cushions in One Room. How many cushions do you need? How many cushions even is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 cushions! Potentially 23, depending on what that is. Is this another couch with more cushions? That's so many cushions. That's such an unnecessary amount. Oh my god, this is the full room. What on earth? And what is that? Is that a chair? Is that a chair or just a random egg? I don't know anymore. This area. This house is weirding me out. It's like a weird labyrinth corridor of fanciness. This place is just so fancy. You've just got a room for washing your hands. And this bed may already be how may as well. Like this bed is proven to be able to fit 3 people on it. Look at that. Look at the way those cushions are mapped out. You could easily fit 3 people on there. And another. How many cushions is this? How many cushions does one place need? Yes, that's what the people who made this, who are selling this flat are saying, or house are saying. Yes. How many cushions do you need? Yes. The answer is yes. And a map of the entire layout. Yes, it is basically a corridor with different routes and entrances that you can take, all mapped out around the house. I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty damn intimidated by all of these. These are scary. Well then, this house is very, very green. And now we come to the gala of all galas. My god, this looks like the prime place for a masquerade roleplay to happen. Yeah, I literally feel like I've traveled in time. through coming here. I feel like I've just entered the TARDIS and we've travelled back. Even the stairwell, even this area doesn't look too modern. This is crazy. I suppose if anybody wants to rent out a place for, I don't know, maybe a Sherlock Holmes style event, then this place would be prime for the picking. This is glorious, being sold for 34 million. And yes, of course, when I think of a greenhouse or somewhere where I can chill and lounge out near the garden, this is 100% the kind of place I think of. Basically the jungle, with all kinds of exotic plants and more. Just basically asking for all kinds of insects to be attracted to your house. That couch, or just seating area, it does not look like it belongs. And the one pitiful cushion in the corner. You got the office with an office chair that does not look of the time. That is so off-putting. That completely ruins the contrast of this place. That's hilarious. It's like as if these people, they made a whole house that is very much reminiscent of the 1800s / late 1800s, and then they got to this room, the office space, and they just gave up, realizing that a lot of chairs back in the day are, well, you know, office chairs of that century weren't that comfy or that easy to come by, so just gave up. That's what that is. This bedroom's color scheme is just miserable. I've got the curtains though. That's very cool. I've always wanted a bed with those curtains. Very, very awesome. But at the same time, I wouldn't sleep with them drawn. I'd have too much anxiety that something would draw them in the middle of the night and it'd kill me. I don't want to die. Oh, yep, I'm guessing this is a party room / study / place where the gentlemen will, during parties, will get together and they will bet. This place has a pool. It's our first pool. Gotta be honest with you, Canines. Going through all of these and the fact that it's taken us this long to find one with a pool, that's an achievement. It's more than just a pool, because there's a treadmill over there. This is a whole gym. I will say this though, unfortunately the leaves are a prime ingredient for a burglar to climb up. You know, hope that those roots aren't sturdy enough or, you know, tough, because otherwise people are going to be Spider-Manning up and sneaking into your house all the time. Like right up there, right up on that window there. Right, let's do one more and see what kind of one we can find. Let's see if we can end on a high note for today, shall we? Sweet heavenly Jesus, what on earth is this? This is pretty bonkers. And there's some drinks. Finally, we've seen a lot of bars today, but no bars with drinks. And finally, we've found it. Although I don't see much of a bar in this one. But this is crazy. Look at all the storage shelves. And once again, a long couch. And also, either presumably a toy or somebody forgot to exterminate the pests before selling this place. And whoever buys it next is gonna be pounced and get rabies and die. And do not worry, I can confirm, nobody's going to die. At least not to that. That is a toy. Whether or not people will die to this, that freaky painting that might or may not be alive, staring into your soul, is another story. It looks like me after a long day of work. I don't have a job. But I can assure you, if I did have a job, that's what I would look like. The office, with, of course, the Mac. I approve of this. That is a nice statue of a dog. Pretty damn nice if I don't say so myself. It's taken us all this video, but we finally found a wine cellar. What? We finally found a wine cellar. Huh. That's so much wine. It's champagne, actually. Does all that come with the house? Oh, awesome. Is that a home? That's a home theater. That's a home theater screen. And is that a popcorn machine? Or some kind of a candy floss machine maker or something. But that's like a popcorn machine. One of those old type fashioned popcorn machines. It is. I don't know why you'd want that. And a exercise machine. I don't know why you'd put that in the middle of the home theater area, but you know, I mean, I guess maybe a good motivation would be, I don't know, putting on something like Jurassic Park or something.
Must go faster.
Okay, this house already has become my favorite of all of them. Just simply for this bathroom alone. That is no ordinary shelf, Canines. If you look closely, that is a shelf filled with rubber duckies. That's just adorable. That's so awesome. I want to know. I need to know if these are included in the house. I need to know if this is included because that is glorious. I feel like we've learned a lot of important lessons today, Canines, including the fact that being rich is quite depressing, to be honest. I mean, I certainly wouldn't know what to do with myself if I was rich. But these houses are, I mean, they're fun. They're fun, to be sure. But I don't know if I'd want to live in any of them, apart from the last one. I definitely wouldn't want to live in the first one, because that's just isolation and just begging for trouble. But anyways, I'm going to leave this video here. If you canines enjoyed this different type of video, then please comment down below and let me know if you'd like to see more and see me view more properties. I would love to do more of these, because this is quite fun, to be honest. But yeah, thank you all so very much for watching, and please hit subscribe if you'd like to see, and hit like on the video. And yeah, until the next time, canines, Canine out! Hey canines, thank you so much for checking out this newest episode of Above Canine. If you enjoyed what you see and you want to see more, then please hit the subscribe button and hit like and hit the bell so you never miss any of my regular uploads. And also check out my other socials on my Linktree, and maybe consider chatting with me on Discord. Take the Anime Me's advice. I'd love to chat with you all. Until the next time, canines, Canine out. Oh, you're still here. I figured you'd click off the video by now. The rest of the video is just gonna be me sat here. So, yeah. I mean it. That's literally all this is. Till next time.